What's up, guys? Guys, man here on this Tuesday, rainy, dreary, friggin' afternoon. Um, Long night ahead. I did watch Monday Night Raw last night, and um, I don't give it a good rating in my eyes. I think the Slammies were somewhat a farce in my eyes. But I'm not really here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about a couple things. And one thing is the WWE is pushing Seth Rollins to the moon. Um, it seems like most of Rollins' victories are tainted. Um, and if you want to make somebody become big, you've got to start. You need to win cleanly. Now, last night he faced Dolph Ziggler. He ended up defeating Dolph with a curb stomp. Now, my issue here is you're pushing Dolph Ziggler, you're pushing Seth Rollins. Why put these two matches together? Um, and because in my eyes, um, it just puts a stop or a damper on the push of the other guy, and it was sort of needless in my eyes. I mean, in WWE, I'm really finding it very hard what you're thinking. Um, and then there's the situation with Rollins with Paul Heyman. Of course, he faces John Cena at TLC and Stairs. Um, is the WWE going to find a way to maneuver the outcome of this match where Rollins, Cena face Lesnar at Rumble? That'd be fine, but this should have been done at Hell in the Cell after Night of Champions. Um, and then I think back, um, Daniel Bryan no sooner got stripped of his title. Shortly thereafter, John Cena got the WWE World Heavyweight Belt, lost it at SummerSlam to Lesnar. Had a rematch at Night of Champions. We haven't seen Lesnar since. And how does the WWE justify the fact that because Daniel Bryan cannot defend his title because of his injury, like a month later, they got to strip him of the title? Whereas Lesnar is heading into his third month without defending the title. Does the WWE think we're a bunch of idiots? Well, a true wrestling fan, people that are really involved in wrestling, you got to wonder. Oh yes, well we know it's storylines, it's entertainment and whatnot. But on the other hand, too, um, WWE is saving dates for Brock Lesnar, and it to me, I find it appalling. And I'm not going to get into the situation with Brock Lesnar because I talked about it too many times. But the situation with Seth Rollins is getting to the point where it they're just making him like he's undefeatable, and most of the time his wins are tainted. And this, you know, in a lot of people's eyes, the heel fans in their eyes, they love all this kind of stuff. But I mean, it's coming to the point where obviously Seth Rollins cannot defeat John Cena at TLC and face Lesnar at the Rumble because he will not win. That's the bottom line. He will not win. And the storyline, the way they're trying to project all of this, Rollins has his Money in the Bank briefcase. Well, obviously he can't use it because we don't have a champion that's appearing like he should be. Um, so what they should have done was actually put the Money in the Bank briefcase contract on the line as well as Cena's number one contendership. And then this way, the outcome, you know, the final winner would end up facing Brock Lesnar. Now, I'm hoping that there is some sort of outside interference to end this match. And, I say that uh, really not really wanting to for the fact that Raw's main events have ended so many times in disqualifications and interference. Um, and personally, I'm tired of it. I can't wait for the new year to come. I can't wait for all the other, stuff to start flowing. Um, because I just, I'm not degrading the WWE, but last night was the go home show for TLC, and I thought it was you know, there were some good segments with Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt, um, but I really think they should have had John Cena defeat the Big Show to make Cena look strong going into TLC. But instead, they chose to go the other route and have Cena win by disqualification with all the inside interference. And, but then again, they have Rollins curb stomp Dolph Ziggler. I mean, it's like stop, start for Dolph Ziggler. This needs to end. Dolph Ziggler needs to be in those big matches. Why is Kane there? I mean, I think Kane and Big Show, they're just a body to be involved. And then Mercury and Noble, we don't see the authority of Stephanie and Triple H, but we see a lot of Mercury and Noble. And maybe a lot of people like Mercury and Noble. I just think they're a bunch of losers. And Seth Rollins hangs with a bunch of losers. And I think Seth Rollins is going to be a huge superstar in the future. But sometimes the WWE overexposes people, and you really get sick and tired of seeing what goes on. And it was like with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was on numerous times on Monday Night Raw on certain nights, and he got overexposed. And it got to the point where you were a fan of Daniel Bryan, but then obviously after a while you start getting sick and tired of seeing a certain guy on constantly all the time. So, but anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. Um, I don't think the card for TLC looks all that great. I'm looking forward to the Dean Ambrose Bray Wyatt match. Um, AJ Lee and Nikki Bella. Um, is what it is. It wouldn't surprise me if they swap belts. Ziggler and Harper. It wouldn't surprise me if Dolph Ziggler, because of the momentum, the way they've been doing things, stop, start, that Ziggler ends up winning the IC belt back. But and then Rusev and Swagger, I'm not really sure what's going to happen there, because they're going back to a feud that was around a few months ago. Um, so I don't know. And then Kane and Ryback, I see why they're wrestling, but it's one of those matches that you be honest with you. Do you really care? I mean, so to speak. Now, if John Cena defeats Seth Rollins, he's going to get a lot of hate. Seth Rollins defeats John Cena. Seth Rollins goes against Lesnar at the Rumble. It doesn't make any sense. I'm just trying to figure out what the WWE has in mind. They have to have some sort of swerve at the end of this match. We'll wait and see. That's all I got to say, man. This is the Iceman. Peace out, everybody. Have a great Tuesday.